Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at Doom Eternal. Now, I'm not sure if this video is going to work out because I am not using my normal recording setup. I have to use Shadowplay for this, and I don't really know how well that's going to turn out, since this only uses Vulkan, no DirectX or OpenGL options, but let's give it a go and see what happens. So I literally just finished replaying Doom 2016 the night this launched. You know, like it came out at midnight and I finished around 2 in the morning. So it's Friday now, it's the day of launch technically, and I'm ready to get in and see how this compares to 2016 with fresh memories. Alright, I'm gonna do Ultra Violence because I think that's the most comfortable kind of difficulty to fun ratio. So yeah, I was fairly excited about this game, though I have heard mixed things. Mainly, I think, because 2016 was just
all the evil
such a good game.
Can conjure. All the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
I mean, they do say it at the start of the first one as well, and it is not done yet, so there's still ripping and tearing to do. But yeah, I think it's just the first game has a big shadow for this one to live up to.
Fall back! No!
Did the demons blow up the moon?
Casualties range in the billions.
It looks like hell on earth down there.
We must pray now, brothers. Pray that he is watching.
Please, anyone, if you can hear me, if you're out there.
Confirmed, Doomslayer does have a human face.
To acquire the Hell Priest signal.
Nearly 60% of our planet has been consumed by the invaders.
We have the Hell Priest signal locked in. The target is marked, but the signal will not hold for long.
For it is he that they fear, not man, or his armies. They fear the mark of the beast.
That's a really chunky blade on his wrist. First thing, gotta turn down the sensitivity just a tick. So yeah, that was a, decently good open. Why is there a scaling option? Turn that shit off. Turn this to like 28, maybe? Oh wow, okay. Don't turn it to 28, that's really, really low with the scaling off. What does mouse scaling even do? That's not mouse smoothing, so what the hell is that? It's like a multiplier. Ooh. Let's put this to 2.5, maybe? Yeah, that feels about right. So yeah, that was an interesting intro, but I feel like they got a lot of explaining to do. Yeah, these are just zombies, they're not possessed or unwilling from the first game. Possessed by the influence of Hell, these once human underlings that follow in Hell's ranks are those that have been corrupted and deceived by its power, forsaking their own humanity. Those who have fully succumbed to Hell's control cannot be saved, becoming mindless, grotesque contortions of their former selves. Okay, so these are not unwilling zombies, these are voluntary zombies. Also, I'm gonna turn down the audio a little bit. Sorry for just fucking around here, but let's get what kind of video it's gonna be. But yeah, so at the end of 2016, Doomslayer gets kicked back into hell.
I will mark it on your HUD.
By Samuel Hayden. So, between that game and this game, he has come back from hell, which is not surprising, and then got some kind of space fortress? Like, at least Vega makes sense because he made a copy of him before you blow him up in the first game. Alright, glory kills on E now and not F. Now, someone was saying that your movement speed is a lot slower in this, and having, again, just played 2016, I think that's maybe, like, weird nostalgia talking more than an accurate statement. You still feel just as fast in this. Okay, it's still really loud. I don't know, like, I'm seeing a lot of the complaints that I saw people talking about last night and not really getting them. Based on what I'm seeing here. Okay. Maybe didn't need to be teleported into Arena. It's like they just reused the thing they did in Rage 2. Every time you got a weapon, it would dump you into like a tutorial arena. Alright, so that's an interesting change. The chainsaw is now just a button instead of a button that makes you switch to it. But yeah, I can see this is one of the things people bitched about, is that they made all the ammo different colors now, so it's like candy corn ammo popping out. But I don't know, that's not really a big deal. Punchables are obstacles the player can move by punching the green seal. Space to jump in the air, space again while in the air to double jump. Yep, so you just start with the double jump, you don't need any boots this time. I'm assuming he's still wearing them. Definitely a bit of a cold open on, like, what even the situation now is. Like, obviously, yes, there are demons on Earth. But why? And what are we doing? Why are we hunting hell priests, you know? It just kind of throws you in. Full auto. It's interesting. Or sticky bombs. So at least they did change both of these mods. It sounds like some of the weapons, they just reused the same secondary fire as the first game. I did use the grenade launcher a lot on the shotgun, so I'll grab that. Activate a mod. Mouse 2, then press mouse 1 to fire. Okay, that's the same. It's funny that he doesn't punch them now that they are apparently Vega drones. Health pack. Oh, also I did change the HUD colors, because I did not like the way they looked even in the gameplay they showed off before release. And that was one of the complaints I actually agreed with that other people had. So I changed it to like a red-orange color scheme instead of a bright green. Also, they seem to really be tutorializing a lot more in this than the first one. I do like that they brought back the green-haired zombie soldiers from the original Doom. And it looks like even the imps have a bit of a redesign. They're spikier now. I don't think I have any other weapons. I don't think we have a pistol anymore. I like, too, that they're dropping all this ammo for guns we don't even have. Alright, so yeah. I mean, this does feel a little slower, but that's because, you know, this isn't exactly Argent Noir. We don't really have many tools to work with just yet. Aside from rip and tear. And a shotgun. This does have the weird, like, hell architecture, though, from the original Doom 2. Where it's like, even though that was supposed to be on Earth, there was all these green stone citadels. What are these? Armor? Nope. These are the old school +1 health potions. Except it looks like they don't put you up past your max health anymore. There does seem to be a lot of callbacks in this, you know, based on their marketing, to the original 2 Doom games, even more than 2016 had. You know, they brought back the old plasma gun design, all this, the pickups, hell barges. Top mighty thralls, the Hell Priests oversaw the invasion of the mortal world. The Thrall, slave titan of the underworld, carried the priest temples into the wake of battle, providing the priests with vigil of Hell's advance from a strategically impervious emplacement. From their temple perch, the priests would emanate a powerful psionic influence, imposing greater coordination among the chaotic forces of Hell and increasing their battle effectiveness, like a hive tyrant. The Thrall, possessing superior resilience, proved indestructible by conventional weapons, thwarting all attempts by Arc defensive forces. Only by severing the priest's psychokinetic tether could the Titan be neutralized, an act that could only be accomplished by an infiltration of the temple itself. Well, at least we know why we're here, and why this structure exists, since it's not actually on Earth.
My soul remains guarded. You can't.
No, not the soul coin. I was kind of expecting him to brofist the head, like the Doom Marine toys in the first game. Alright. Now it is Doom 2, Doomslayer on Earth.
The demonic consumption of Earth has been reduced by 36.8%. There are 2 Hell Priests remaining.
I feel like that's not really actually going to turn out to be all you need to fix Earth, is killing 3 Hell Priests. But yeah, I do hope that they kind of address the stuff that they don't really go into at the start. Like why we have a floating space citadel now. I do appreciate the view, though. This looks pretty good. Again, the first game had some pretty good levels, but it was a lot of, you know, dusty Mars on the outside. Remaining human populations, Part 1, Vega data entry. Nearly 60% of the planet has been consumed by the demons, with the rate of expansion increasing each day. The majority of the world population died in the first month of the Hell invasion, following the catastrophic failure of virtually every man-made system. Military response was immediate, but only marginally effective at providing safe retreat to the civilians, with many fortified locations cut off from outside communication. Facing overwhelming opposition, these makeshift fortresses have gradually fallen to the growing demon presence one after another. Large portions of the Earth's surface have become uninhabitable, with swarms of demons scouting the globe, and most regions suffering from an atmosphere that has become infected and poisonous by process of some form of alien terraformation. They're turning Earth into literally hell. Alright. I actually forgot to use that. Oh, I suppose we haven't had a chance yet. We got it right before we went to the priest. Alright, so you can still, you know, swap between your 2 weapon modes mid-fight, and presumably speed that up. However, if my maximum shotgun capacity is only 16 right now, I kind of feel like I don't want to use the automatic. Okay. Cacko Demon is just gonna ignore me as I blow off bits of his spine. If they even have a spine. Also, I like that there's just kind of like mechs scattered around. The original Doom 2 didn't really have much in the way of showing that there had been humans fighting the demons before you got there. There's also no explanation yet of why he has a wrist blade attached to his suit now, aside from marketing thought it would be cool. It seems like the blade doesn't actually have a practical function. No, you don't have a... I guess you do have a melee attack now. And you did before, too, because I remember you could... If you meleeed and then meleeed again immediately, you could just insta-kill zombies. Alright. Weird swing, because his arms didn't actually appear. Arachnotron... Yeah, okay. That stuff I've already seen. So basically... There are enemies where you can actually like destroy parts of them to change up their attack patterns. So like the Arachnotron, you can blow up their gun. I'm using the raw... What? How did I switch to the chainsaw? Oh. Oh, it auto-switched because I was out of ammo. Alright, I need to punch somebody to death and take their health out. That was kind of not the right place for that, though. There's like 10 enemies there. I was trying to throw a sticky bomb onto his gun, but I guess I have the other thing equipped. Wait. Have I now forgot how to... Oh, it's F. Okay. I was hitting R, which is what it is in 2016. Okay, there we go. Alright, yeah, so there, we blew up his gun, and now he has to melee. Or do that. Alright, that worked out pretty well. Once I figured out how to equip the right weapon. Having a 16-round capacity on your starting weapon, though, that seems painfully small. Like, it seems like they're trying to really force you to use the chainsaw to get ammo back. Which you couldn't really do in the original game, because you didn't get a lot of gas. That was another complaint that I saw people make, which is that it, like, you know, cuts to, like, here's the door opening animation. Which 2016 didn't have, but at the same time, that meant you didn't always know where you had actually opened a door. So, it's got a good and bad thing. You know, it kind of takes you out of it a little bit, but it also means you have some idea where to go. I don't know if they rate you on kills, because the 2016 didn't do that right away, where it's like, you know, you get the most weapon upgrade points if you kill all the enemies in a level. Okay, weapon wheel. Heavy cannon. This looks like an upgrade of the heavy machine gun, which I actually liked. You know, obviously machine gun's not a classic Doom weapon, but then they had both the machine gun and the chain gun. Is this an auto map? Yeah, so that'll fill out the whole map. I do wonder how they're doing collectibles in this versus the original. Like, okay, it looks like I missed a secret back there. But I think you can also revisit levels in this, unlike the other one. So I'm not going to worry about trying to get all the secrets in this video. Alright, I'm liking this gun so far. It's a little less chunky, but a little faster rate of fire to make up for it. Oh, thought I could go through that wall.
Fruits of our labor.
Really? They just made the UAC guy from the first one into a lady? And they're like, hey, it's different now.
Take a moment to look around you. Witness the beauty of the world we have created.
I was about to try to throw a grenade at him, and then I remember I don't have grenades yet. It's one way to deal with it when you're low on ammo. Yeah, I think I like this heavy cannon. However, the shots are now actual projectiles and not hit scan. I think they were hit scan in the original. Either that or they were just fast enough that I couldn't tell, but they're definitely projectiles now. Oh, I was wondering where those guys went. Soundtrack is alright so far. Of course, the original game didn't have its best bangers right at the start either. Are the secrets literally just question marks now? Okay, looks like we can get up there from outside.
Please assemble in an orderly fashion.
Thanks for showing me where to go, Imp. Should be secret here. Alright, I do like that they switched out the collectible from being variants of the Doomslayer to actually being demon toys. Because, hey, I would collect a set of those. It actually took them a long time to release a collectible version of the one from the first game. Alright, what else you got for me, Vega? Although several 100,000 more were safely evacuated out of orbit in the mass exodus following the invasion, the expected odds of survival is considered unlikely for many of these lifeboats carrying cryogenically frozen passengers. Religious iconography and communes are now commonplace among survivors, with the collective perception of events taking on a biblical nature. Many seek authority from a higher power to rationalize the sudden destruction of their world, believing these events represent a form of divine punishment. See, I always got the impression that the hell in Doom, also another arcadey-ass item you can pick up, because I guess this has lives now. Though I'm not sure if they're lives in that, like, if you run out of lives, you're done the level, or if it's just that you can respawn in place with your lives. Yellow access. I was actually surprised when I was replaying 2016 that I did not remember the first couple levels don't really have much in the way of music at all. Like, there's no ambient track or anything, and then later levels actually have pretty good ambient beats before they kick up into combat track. Alright, there's another one of the walking fortresses. Slayer can attach to pitted walls. Yeah, so I've heard there's a lot more platforming in this than the other one, which is another one of the things that some people have complained about. But I kind of knew that was going to be the case from some pre-release footage I've seen. Oop. At least you don't explode when you fall into a pit now. Because even when you're trying to find secrets in the first game, there's a lot of places where it's like, oh, nothing there, I just fell and died because I was trying to get to a secret. Yellow access card. Again, instead of having you pick it up off of a corpse, they just turned it into a floating power-up. I'm sorry, are those just fireball launchers? Oh, there's a zombie behind me. Oh, these guys actually take multiple hits to put them in a punchable mode. I'm not sure I really like it auto-switching to the chainsaw when you're out of ammo. I like to be able to make that choice, or fail to make that choice. Alright, yeah, just walk into the fireballs. That's cool. Are those like meat turrets? What are you selling?
The cleansing of Earth is a necessary step on the path to a brighter tomorrow.
The spirit of Olivia Pierce. Oops.
Thanks to the UAC Hell Merger Initiative, humanity can now reach its full potential.
Okay, I do like that Hell Merger. That's on the same kind of tonal level as the first game's UAC spokespeople. Alright, apparently you just respawn in place when you have an extra life, which is good. I'm glad they didn't make it so you actually need lives. Yeah, I really hope that there is some ammo capacity upgrades, though, because it just feels kind of tedious having to constantly get your ammo back. I don't know why I wasn't just jumping over them. Also, I don't really like that the power-ups are like full bright, but you can kind of change that. You can actually turn down the glow level on power-ups. It's not just an on or off setting. Alright, what do we got for the heavy cannon? Precision bolt, so that's like the scope on the original one, or micro missiles, which is exactly the same, so that one hasn't really changed. Gonna go with the missiles. They were a pretty good power-up. Alright, get my health back, grab some... Oh, I thought that was armor. Okay, yeah, so now the equipment items are attached to your suit instead of being just something you chuck. Combo with other weapons. We don't have it yet, but I know the flamethrower actually has a thing where you set enemies on fire, and then if you kill them while they're on fire, they drop armor. Weak point, Cacodemon. Okay, you don't need to tell me the weak point of every enemy. You have to turn the tutorials off if that's going to be the case. Alright. Oop, I fell. A little snappier, a little faster on those micro missiles. Where am I getting shot from? Like really far away. Hello. So yeah, it feels like you really have to pull with the chainsaw a lot, but it also seems to give you more ammo for it. I don't know if you can actually break that. Oh, yeah, you can break it by shooting it. It looks like the blue potions give you 10 health now instead of 2. Or 1. Nope, not enough fuel. Man, I hope the bitrate isn't completely shit in Shadowplay. That's something I didn't test. They can really take a punch-in. I think the melee attack doesn't actually damage them, it's just a stagger. Grab some armor, grab some ammo. It's taken us a lot of work to get back to the Citadel. Did I actually kill that Arachnotron with a grenade? Alright. What is this? Does this just represent combat arena? Looks like there was a extra life there. I don't know if this is the stuff I've discovered or the stuff I missed. I think it's probably the stuff I discovered because I think the stuff you missed, you need a power up to show that. At least you did in the first game.
The UAC would like to thank you for your support during this transition. Your suffering continues to inspire us.
The only problem with them having like a repeatable weak point like that is it kind of forces you to fight one way to be effective, because otherwise you're just wasting ammo on them. Let's see. There's a wall over there. I guess I can jump that far. So yeah, this is stuff that the first game didn't have at all. That kind of platforming. It was like at most double jumping. I like the way you blow chunks of meat out of that thing. Accidentally found a secret by jumping. Cheat code found. Infinite lives. Let you replay with cheats. Playing with cheat codes does not disable progression. I mean, that makes sense if you're only able to use them in levels you've already played. Can I? That looks like it was just over a pit anyway, so I probably didn't want to punch that. I was trying to see how long it would take to kill him with just the shotgun instead of using his weak point. I assume I don't have to get the secret again. I'll grab this ammo. These tentacles do a lot of damage. Alright, well, I killed him with a grenade, even though it didn't pop his mouth open. It's funny, because apparently they color-coded the ammo so you can tell it apart, because in the first Doom it was all the ammo that popped out of enemies was the same color. But, like, just because you put a color on it doesn't mean I know what that color represents. There's only one Caco Demon glory kill now. Or if it's just because I'm always hitting them from the front. Let's see. He still goes for the eye either way. I keep trying to use the chainsaw on them, but you need full 3 fuel for that. Basically, the size of the demon determines how much fuel you need to use to kill them with it. And it seems like the amount of ammo you get is the same no matter what. Gotta get away from that other Snacko demon. Oh, I got stuck on that imp. Alright, there's another one from the front. Okay, I still only have 2 fuel, so I can't chainsaw this Arachnotron. I keep missing his friggin' gun, though. Alright. That was quite a big fight. I have become Doom level 2. There's a whole bunch of like unlockable cosmetics and shit in this. I don't think there's any microtransactions. There is like a weird battle pass where, you know, you just do things throughout the levels and you unlock more random skins. But it's not like a paid battle pass. And there's no multiplayer unlike the first one. Aside from a invasion mechanic where, you know, a player can take over one of the enemies. Kinda like what Resident Evil 6 had. But nobody remembers that. Alright. I didn't expect this first level to be so long. But then again, this is a much longer game, it sounds like, than the first 2016 Doom. This is supposed to be like 20 hours or something. Shit, I am pretty much out of ammo and out of health, and I do not have enough chainsaw to kill that arachnotron. I need somebody small, like you. So arachnotrons are going to be a little bit tough to deal with.
Maker is nearby. She is inside that demonic citadel. I will mark her location on your HUD.
Okay, don't know who that is, but I'm sure it's important. Alright, well, I guess we'll teleport to the citadel and we'll call it a video. We don't really need to do the whole level, since it seems to kind of just keep going. But yeah, I'm just kind of enjoying playing this so far.
This is located just above your location. My scans indicate there is a lift at the center of this facility.
It feels both similar and different enough from the other 2016 Doom that I am digging it. I can see why maybe some people wouldn't like it. You know, it's a little less focused than the first one. But, yeah. I think this is A-okay so far, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it over the weekend. Hopefully finishing it before Control, since I kind of need the install space. But yeah, so thanks for joining me for Doom Eternal, and I hope I'll see you again in the future. Until next time, take care everyone. Keep on slaying.